morning, everybody. Corey here, Rusty Classics Garage slash Alberta Bourbon Hunter. That's the new Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatnot that I'm starting. As my friends all know, when I pick a hobby, I tend to go full into it. So I've been drinking and buying bourbon for probably 5 years, but within the last year, I've really gotten into it. I started probably the wrong way in buying good bottles as a treat to myself, and so I've kind of went backwards. So now what I've been doing is exploring the lower, I don't like to use the word lower end because it's not. I have some really delicious bottom shelf cheap bourbons that I really enjoy to drink. Now, you have to keep in mind that my palate is my palate. It's not refined, it's not aged. Like I say, I'm a few years into this. I'm really only a year into really drinking it, 6 months into drinking it neat. Bourbon was always a mixer for me, just like rye and rum and all that were always mixers. So I bought some decent bourbons, and then I was like, ooh, this is delicious. What if we take the mix out of it? So I took the mix out of it, and then I was just on ice. And then I'm like, well, what if I take the ice out of this? And oh, wow, even more flavors. So I guess what this channel is gonna be is primarily going through the bottles I have, doing some tastings, my impressions on it, which are gonna be more skewed to delicious, smoky, some caramely, the basic tasting notes. I can't define the really good tasting notes yet. That's not where I'm at in my journey. So if I tell you this has got some heat on it or things like that, you have to take that for being 5 years into bourbon, 1 year into really bourbon, and 6 months into really being into bourbon. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Everybody's taste is going to be different, but hopefully you come out with some, this is a good value, this isn't a good value. I'm going to try to do some in-store hunting, but that really depends on the stores if they want me filming inside the stores or not. So at the bare minimum, I'm going to try to shoot outside of the store, and I'm going to shoot if and what I bought after leaving the store and my store impressions. So even if you don't get to see what's in the store, you should be able to get an idea of what I thought of the store and their selection just by my video. Went into a smaller store yesterday. He didn't have a huge selection, but what he had was quality. Some of his stuff was, full secondary pricing. Some of it was pretty close to MSRP, so, fair enough, right? Everybody has to make a living. So if you have a client base that will pay secondary pricing for your product, make your money. Pay your bills. I'm not going to pay huge secondary markups. If I can't get something near MSRP, it's just going to sit on the shelf for me. I'll move on and find something else to drink. Like I say, I brought home some really interesting bottles from a trip I went on that were like $20 and less. Anyways, we'll get to those later. So like and subscribe. If I don't get any followers, then I'm probably going to shut this down because I'm only doing it for other people to enjoy. I buy the bourbon for me to enjoy. I'm making the videos for hopefully other people can, one, get into the hobby, two, know where there's good bourbon to be found, things like that. But that's only going to work if I get the likes and subscribes, all right? Otherwise, I'll just buy the bourbon and drink it. Anyways, hopefully this works out for everybody, and hopefully you like what's coming. Videos should start coming. I'm hoping next week I'll start making one or two a week of what I have on my shelf. and then the bourbon hunting videos in store or at the stores as I go to the stores. Anyways, lots to come. Have a good weekend.